Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Michelle. I'm your host, Michelle Hart, your #1 nutritionist and fat loss specialist. This show is all about how to eat, move, and live to have a fit and healthy life. Today's topic is how to use your food as medicine. Now, we all know that a lot of us are spending more time at home, and we're also wanting to improve our health for a good reason. Cold and flu season is just around the corner. So what better way than to eat your way to lower inflammation, to balance your hormones, boost your metabolism, and wake up feeling great all day long. Well, you can actually do that when you eat properly. And what I'm going to show you today is how to incorporate specific spices, herbs, and oils in your everyday kitchen to add to your regular meals to transform them into a bowl of health that you eat, that you feel healthy. So watch while I show you this. And I want to share with you something. I got into this because I wasn't eating properly, and I totally tore my body down. In fact, when I was 32, I lost my menstrual cycle, so my hormones are very unbalanced, and I developed osteoporosis at an age of 32. That's when my bones are supposed to be the strongest. So clearly, I wasn't doing the right things. And the doctors were recommending birth control pills and drugs for osteoporosis, and I chose to take a step back and look at what is driving my body to be so weak. And so after decades of figuring this out, I finally stumbled across a natural doctor, Dr. Kelly Farnsworth in West Vancouver. He showed me the power of our food and how we can use it as a medicine and balance the hormones, build our bones, squash inflammation, and actually totally reverse our health conditions. So once I started learning and following this, everything turned around for me. I was able to get very strong bones. In fact, I've reversed osteoporosis 100%. My hormones became balanced so I can have children. And I would have to say I'm the healthiest I've ever been. And it gives me so much joy to be able to share this with you, okay? So thank you for joining, and please post the questions if you have any about specific herbs or spices or anything to do with food and how to fix your health. Okay, so I'm gonna start with getting into the herbs and spices and oils that you can use every day. So I'm gonna start with breakfast. What do people mostly have for breakfast? Well, usually they'll have a smoothie. So why not transform your smoothie into something that is going to start the day quenching inflammation and protecting you from getting a cold and flu? Well, here's what we're gonna do. What about the idea of, a lot of people are canning, what about the idea of thinking about a peach ginger smoothie? So you've got your canned peaches, just do about a cup of peaches. We know that we're gonna add some greens, so these are just greens from my garden. You can even use carrot tops, celery tops, whatever kind of greens you want to add to your smoothie. There's your blender. You want to add your liquid. So I personally really like unsweetened almond milk. So you put that in, but where the magic comes in is we want to add ginger. And you could use just something like this to grate it in, or you could just simply go in your cupboard and grab some ginger powder. So a teaspoon is enough, but what it's going to do, when you put that all in the blender with, say, some avocado to add some fat, then you will, as soon as you start to drink this peach smoothie, you are drinking, it's almost like a supplement in a bottle. This is so, it reduces inflammation so quickly. It also really helps stave off a cold or flu, or if you have one, it actually helps you heal so much faster. Ginger is really good for the joints as well. So if you have joint pain, you have inflammation. We want to put the inflammation away so the body can heal, because guess what? Your body has the ability to heal itself. Let's use real food to do this, and this is a food is medicine show. So let's think about having ginger in with our smoothie. Okay, so we talked about ginger smoothie. The next thing I want to talk to you about is some people don't want a smoothie for breakfast. Okay, I understand. It's like you don't want one. What about eggs? So what I want you to do is next time you make your scrambled eggs or your poached eggs or your omelet, I want you to transform this dish into something that will boost your metabolism and help you lose weight and get clean and lean. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add a spice. So usually, okay, a good advice would be Cajun spice, but there's Cajun, there's paprika, there's ginger, there's all this in this one little Cajun seasoning, okay? So all you need to do is add heat to your eggs, just a little bit of heat with some kind of a spice like cayenne or paprika. What that's going to do is it's going to help your blood become so much, it will circulate the nutrients throughout the body. It's going to move nutrition. It's going to put it into your cells. And in the cell is where a lot of the function is. So you're actually moving this healthy circulation. You're warming the body up. You're lifting up your metabolism. So this is such an easy way to lose weight if you're struggling, is add more spice into things like eggs. So that's a really good trick. So hey, there's the other, the third breakfast that I want to share with you. And if you've been watching me and you've been following me, you know that I've coined this 3-ingredient smoothie, which is really good for busy people that don't have a lot of time to cook, but they really want to get healthy. Well, that's where the 3-ingredient smoothie comes in. And so that one is just 3 ingredients. So all you need is your coconut milk, right? And your protein powder. So this one is my favorite. It's a vegan or vegetarian protein powder. You could use whey as well. And then of course your greens powder. There's 3 ingredients right there. But what we're gonna do is, because we are transforming regular meals into something that's very medicinal, we're going to add in some pumpkin seeds. If you are somebody who really needs to, if you're a male, you need to support your prostate, pumpkin seeds are really high in zinc. And zinc is what we need for the immune system, for proper skin health. It actually supports testosterone, really good for males' prostate. So also, if you're menstruating women, I'm looking for my pumpkin seeds. I had them ready, but I don't know where they are now. Sorry, they were here, so cute. So if you're a menstruating woman, you wanna, and you're from day 1 of your cycle to day 14, you wanna support the estrogen cycle, and so the estrogen phase. So what you wanna do is pumpkin seeds or flax seeds. 1 tablespoon a day is going to really support your menstrual cycle and get it more balanced. Remember, this is hormone balancing. So pumpkin seeds or flax seeds are what you want to add from day 1 to day 14 of your cycle. Then on day 15 to day 28, you turn it around. You switch it up. You don't want pumpkin seeds or flax seeds. You want to switch to sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds will help to support progesterone. So if you're low progesterone, and you're in menopause, you also want to think about adding about a tablespoon of sunflower seeds. I would say 2 times a day to really boost the progesterone. Now, you can also look at, instead of flax seeds, you can also look at, this is my favorite, it's just like so delicious, high lignin flaxseed oil. What does this do? Well, this is really good for those that have constipation. This will help support a healthy bowel movement. It will help you get clean and lean. I'm telling you, flax seeds, ground flax seeds, or flaxseed oil will really help the bowels move so that you can get slim again, you can feel clean and get lean. So that's how we're going to transform our 3-ingredient smoothie, by doing either pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, or sunflower seeds. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over to lunch. What I'm finding is a lot of my personal clients, they're actually not hungry for lunch because their first meal of the day is so substantial that it carries them through all the way till dinner. Maybe also because some people are not as active as they were in the summer and they're not eating as much. So I have a solution for you, and that is bone broth. We all want to have 1 cup of bone broth a day, okay? Homemade bone broth. If anybody wants a recipe, please let me know. There is a special ingredient that you need to add to when you're making your bone broth to impart the minerals from the bones into the broth for you to drink and then re-mineralize the body. That's what bone broth does. Bone broth is so full of these food-based minerals that the body looks at and goes, I know what to do with that, I'm so excited. Anybody who has chronic fatigue, who's tired, or has joint pain is low in minerals. That will, when you put minerals into your body from a food source like bone broth and something else I'm going to share with you, that will actually really help support joint pain, and also it'll give you a boost of energy like a cup of coffee, okay? So let's think about having this bone broth. Now, what we're going to add to this to make it more medicinal is we're gonna add parsley. Yeah, so that, remember, this is 1 cup of bone broth. This will be your lunch. You're not that hungry. This will support give you the minerals. But what I want you to do is I want you to get some fresh parsley, like this amount, and I want you to put it into a cup of bone broth and drink that and chew the parsley. What does the parsley do? It is such a high source of minerals. It's also really good to stave off bad breath. Bad breath means you're not digesting properly and your foods are not, it's actually causing that smell. It's because it's smelly down here and it's coming up here because you're not digesting your food. You've got to get that digestion working. It could also mean that you've got some infection in your mouth that's undetected that really needs to look at. Why? Because if that still stays, that infection, we know that that bacteria has a propensity to travel and enter your heart, and they find that same bacteria with heart patients that came from their mouth that actually leads to heart conditions. So really make sure that your dental health is healthy. I have so many tricks to get it healthy because mine wasn't healthy. Now mine is very healthy. So if anyone is interested in like some tips to get their dental care, their dental hygiene healthy, oh my gosh, I would love to help you. But anyways, bad breath, bad digestion, think about parsley, okay? So we talked about breakfast, peach smoothie, we talked about the eggs, and we talked about the 3-ingredient smoothie and how to transform those. We talked about you're not really hungry for lunch, let's have a cup of bone broth. When you do make your bone broth, please don't make the mistake of taking the incredible fat off of your bone broth. No, 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 you want that fat. That fat is actually like a natural facelift to your body. So I'm 53 and I don't want to look like I'm 80. So if you can do things like having bone broth, it's like a natural facelift. Why? Because you're building up the collagen in your body. Plus, it's really good for your bones. And I know for me, I'm really thinking about my bones and building my bones because I had osteoporosis and I want to keep my bones as strong as they are, which is they are strong now. So I got to keep it that way. Okay, now we're going to move to our last recipe, which will be dinner. And so I actually have something cooking right now that I want to demonstrate how to transform fish. So I know a lot of women like fish and seafood, and why not make our wild salmon into something that will, there's the wild salmon I've got cooking right now. It's just olive oil and my wild salmon fillets, and we want to add a couple ingredients that is going to put away the inflammation, and it's going to do a few other things. So the first ingredient is this. So what you're going to want to do is, we can't forget about turmeric. Turmeric really is a powerhouse of a nutrient, and we want to sprinkle this on top of our salmon. And so what turmeric is really, really good for, if you have gut inflammation, if you have Crohn's, colitis, irritable bowel, you have constipation, you have diarrhea, you have a digestive issue, let's get this fixed. So what this will do, and it's inflaming because it's not healthy. There's inflammation there to try and heal. What we're going to do is we're going to support the healing with some turmeric, all right? And if you're somebody who has autoimmune or joint issues around the body, we know that the inflammation is not localized in the gut. It's actually systemic throughout the body. So what ingredient are we going to add to turmeric to allow that special powerhouse of a nutrient to go throughout our bodies and be like a ninja move and just ninja out all the inflammation? You know what we're going to do? We are going to add its companion, which is we need black pepper. Yeah, so you're going to put some black pepper in with your turmeric, and now what you're doing is you're moving this medicine throughout the whole body. And listen, we can start getting away from buying supplements, especially synthetic supplements, and we can start using our food as medicine, and we can start adding these ingredients in that act as anti-inflammatories, that act to balance hormones, that act to lose weight in a way by eating and not starving, all right? This is how we do it. And listen, I would love to create a meal plan for you, because if you have something that you want to fix or that you want to help with, I can create a meal plan that will include everyday items to help you get there. So please get a hold of me. This is exactly what I've been doing. I've been doing for 20 years. And just send me a direct message and saying, it's just meal plan. And then what we can do is have a conversation. That's all you have to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the salmon. So on the salmon, we're adding turmeric, we're adding black pepper, and there's another ingredient, okay? So we are going to add, nobody talks enough about this. What about our darling cumin? You know what cumin is so good for? First of all, it tastes delicious, and it really marries well with turmeric and black pepper, but you just wanna put about 4 sprinkles in. You know what cumin does is it really helps with digestion. And we all need help with digestion, especially when we're stressed, we're not digesting, we have digestive issues already, we have brain fog, that's a sign of digestive issues. We want to sprinkle in some cumin, because what does it do? It aids in healthy digestion. Okay, so think about that. Now, I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna give you a few other tips on your salmon, okay? So here's the other thing. We wanna add, where is it? A sprinkle of coconut sugar. You're gonna think, but Michelle, I thought sugar was bad for me and it makes me gain weight and it causes inflammation. A little bit of coconut sugar in with your fish is gonna enhance the flavor of the whole experience. And also, if you're somebody who has sugar cravings after you eat, or you just wanna have dessert, why don't you add a little bit of coconut sugar into your meal? That will stop that craving, especially when you have the meat. Try it and you'll see this is a way to stop that. And then you can actually get healthy, because you know that if you're eating desserts or you're snacking after dinner, you will not get healthy. In fact, you're setting yourself back and getting worse. So there are ways that we could fix that, and that is just putting a little bit of coconut sugar. And then the other thing you can do is sprinkle some lime or lemon. Lime or lemon are really, really good for your liver, okay? And our liver is just screaming at us, please help me, because the liver is really important for when you wake up, you need energy. If your liver is clogged, you will wake up sluggish. If your gut is clogged, you will wake up sluggish. The liver and the gut really need your help if you wake up sluggish and you're sluggish throughout the day. This is the problem, not extra caffeine, not an extra pill. No, liver, gut, please help me. It's so easy to fix, all right? So I actually have a Clean, Heal, and Seal program for those specifically who wake up tired and are tired throughout the day. They're lagging throughout the day. They have extra weight they can't lose. It's liver and gut that really need help, and I know exactly how to work it, okay? Because it is a systematic approach. It's an order of operations. It's a method I've been doing for decades, and it's called the Clean, Heal, and Seal program. It is very easy to work with. So anybody here struggling does not have to struggle. You can just send me a message and I can walk you through how easy this plan is when you know what you're doing, which I do. So, and you can look at my social media. There's tons of testimonials, like tons, anyways. So you don't have to struggle. There are answers, and it doesn't have to be a supplement or a drug. It could be real food, which is exactly what I'm about. Get healthy to lose the weight. Get healthy to fix your digestion. It's getting healthy and finding out how to do that. That's exactly what I do. Okay, so we talked about the salmon. So I'm gonna wrap up. I wanna thank you so much for joining, and it has been a real pleasure. I'm so blessed that you're here. Please share this with others. Let's get the message out to use food as medicine. And I wanna roll out more of these, making your own first aid kit, creating a wellness kitchen, creating a sanctuary home. That's exactly where I'm going with my skill set, okay? Because I wanna help more people get healthy. They're looking for this right now. And guess what? I'm right here. I'm happy to share this. I've got programs that can help you, and they're very simple. So again, keep fit and healthy simple. Share this with others. Get a hold of me if you're looking for to dive deeper. And I am here for you. Remember, Michelle Hart, your #1 nutritionist and fat loss specialist. We'll see you next week.